And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Purple Pill Pod Emergent Values series. I got a really dope show for y'all today, guys. I'm about to give you all the sauce on how to discern for a good woman. This is something that is really not online at all. I'm about to really blow up the internet with some really good value for once because most people are giving y'all bad advice, and we're going to go over why they're giving y'all bad advice too, on how to discern a good woman, a girlfriend or a wifey, by the way. Like the video though on y'all's way in, please. Please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so y'all can see every time we got a live show that's coming up. Add us on Instagram, and we're now live on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble, and YouTube all at the same time. If you want to show support, hit that join button, guys. You can also super chat in any questions you got for me today. We're on all audio podcasts, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Check out our Discord that's linked below, and go subscribe to our new channel, Purple Pill Pod Live. I forgot to put the thumbnail on that other one. Damn. But yeah, go subscribe to that other one, guys. We got to try to get that thing going, so then hopefully we can see if it blows up better with the algorithm. The algorithm's all messed up for YouTube when it comes to live shows, guys. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. This is probably going to be one of my favorite shows, guys, because it's one of the biggest things I argue with people about. I really think that most people have no idea what the hell they're looking for right now when it comes to looking for girlfriends and wives. And obviously, I'm going to say all this, guys, from the point of view of a guy that's trying to hold the frame in the relationship. Obviously, a lot of guys can't hold the frame in the relationship. They're not providers. They don't give enough money, energy, attention, and time to the relationship. So those guys, they're definitely going to be the type that I don't think that every guy's going to be able to find one of these girls if you're not that guy. Okay, so I got to preface that with this. If you're not that guy, don't even you shouldn't even be trying to say all any of these requirements. Um, and like I gotta really be honest with y'all. Also, the truth is nobody's gonna tell y'all the honest truth about any of these things, guys. Like nobody online is going to. Okay, I have the best value online when it comes to real truth about right out here in normal places in Dallas, Texas, in normal cities, normal big cities and suburbs of how to pull girls in those areas. That's what we're gonna focus on. You normal guys that are in those places mostly. Um, F&F gives really bad advice, guys, because they're going to churn y'all. They're going to want y'all to stay single. So they don't even do it on purpose. If they give you bad advice on accident, they inadvertently are going to make more money because you're going to stay there watching the show more. So I'm telling you, that's never going to come from them. The old RP heads, Rolo and all them, they're not going to be able to teach you anything because they really hate whenever I bring up some of these things that I'm going to bring up, guys, especially like the age one, because we're going to talk deep about why you want a girl that's young. None of these old cats followed that rule. None of them followed that. They all got a woman that was their age or older. You would be surprised how many of these red pill guys are actually with women that are older than them. Straight up. And that shit's crazy to sit here and try to tell people about how to do relationships today whenever you're with somebody who's older than you. I mean, I wouldn't admit the truth either if I knew it was gonna piss my wife off, to like sit there and say that, that honestly it's better to date down and be with younger women for every aspect of it, relationships and marriage. A lot of people don't want to talk about the true Dr. David Bust truths. Okay, so the truth is, every guy is actually a beta that gets into a relationship. An alpha doesn't get into a relationship. He's going to keep fucking all these bitches. Like, he's never going to sit there and settle for a girl. He's going to keep fucking around. So when you really think about it, every guy in a relationship, you're basically going to be a beta. You're going to be contextually alpha maybe sometimes because you're on top of a stage or you're leading a band or you're doing something. You can be contextually there sometimes. But as far as the guys living that alpha life, like literally fucking all the time, like always different hoes and shit, spinning plates all the time. Guys like AMS, come on, like that's you're not gonna compete. Like a lot of people hate it whenever I say these type of things because a lot of y'all want to be in relationships and like it bothers you to think, oh, well, I would be a beta in one. It's just like if it's in your frame, are you really a beta? Like if the relationship is, going down the path that you so choose and your woman looks up to you as like a man and she sees you as like the leader of the household. Are you really beta? You might be beta in the sense of like how we talk about the hierarchy and stuff like that and who's fucking and shit out here. Also, like if you're using dread to keep your girl constantly wanting you, having other girls always want you but not giving them any validation, like that's all still, contextually alpha in some ways, um the big thing is that whenever you get married, guys, you're becoming extra beta, because when you get married, you're giving over leverage. You're giving her the full leverage completely. You completely lose the leverage whenever you give her the marriage, because at that point she can start bitching or being mean or whatever it is, or saying no more sex for you, and at that point you have to jump through hoops to make her happy. You have to start doing things to make her happy. You lose the leverage. So honestly, guys, it's super beta if a guy gets married, like hyper super beta. And that's why a lot of these old RP heads are never going to talk about this shit. They're never going to talk about the truth, And honestly, guys, we know that it's a woman's best bet to be with a more beta guy for the long run. Like we know that. We talk about Dr. David Buss all the time. What's up, Phil Brad? Thank you for coming through, bro. I know that this is going to be another fire episode. Yeah, I'm really excited about this one, guys. Just because nobody talks about this shit. Like seriously, nobody talks about this. This is something that it's hush hush. Hush hush. Except for on this side of the internet where we talk about everything, okay? Um I really also don't have empathy for anyone who can't get a relationship, guys. I really have no empathy for y'all. I completely blame you. If you suck, it's because you don't know how to discern. Like if you don't know how to discern and you don't know how to pick women correctly, you don't have good inner game and outer game. You don't have good inner game. You don't know social ability very well. You don't know emotion self with yourself really well. You know other people's emotions very well. You lack the ability to read people's facial expressions and all these other things. All that stuff means that it's your fault. Like you just suck at discernment. You need to have more social ability. You need to get better inner game and outer game. Outer game is the ability to know where to go, guys, like when to go. Okay, inner game is inner self. Like you can't love somebody else, guys. Like you can't love a woman if she's respecting you correctly, like how you're supposed to. You're supposed to love her because she respects you. You can't do that correctly if you literally don't love yourself. All those stupid psychiatrists and all those people online saying that shit, it's true. You really can't love somebody else if you don't fucking love yourself. You can't. So you need to focus on those things: inner game, outer game, and your ability to discern. And that's what a lot of this show is going to be about, is how to discern. Okay, maybe we'll do another episode later on in the future on inner and outer game and stuff, but I really want to get down on how y'all can learn to discern today. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, so to get started with our list, guys, we're going to say under 25, even sometimes under 20. You should not be dating women that are over 25. Almost any dude shouldn't be doing that unless he's like 45, like 40, 45, maybe go over that. But for the most part, no. Like it's always cut in half, add 7 at most, guys, in my opinion. So say he's 40 years old, cut in half, that's 20 plus 7, that's 27. So yeah, even for the 40-year-old, I would say like around 30, 36, 38. That's whenever you're going to get to that level where like 25 is like the highest you should go. I really like the cut in half, add 7 to the age, guys. Like cut your age in half and add 7 to it, and that's probably the best age for you. Dead ass. Like I really believe that it's probably one of the best ages for you. Guys, I'm crazy about this one. I get destroyed online about it. Women hate when I bring this shit up. But the fact of the matter is, the older she gets, the harder it's going to be for you to get her to fall in love with you, for her to show full devotion to you. She's going to, if she gets to that age, she's probably going to have her own apartment, or she's going to have to make money for certain bills and stuff like that. And once she gets to a certain point, you're going to have a really, really, really hard time being able to win that devotion back whenever that job is already taken it. If you can make sure to find a girl that's young and she hasn't got addicted to money and buying shit and her bills and stuff like that, you have time. And then also, that's just one factor of it, guys, like the money and like the devotion part. Think about how many guys a woman's with every year. Every year, it's getting harder and harder and harder for a woman to be good for a relationship because of the amount of fucking Chad she's jumping through. Like every woman is doing this too. Like even the smartest ones are going to get finessed, guys. They're not meant to learn how to discern men. So they're going to get finessed, even if they have good fathers sometimes. That because of society saying it's okay and all this shit, you have to go low as possible on the age for yourself, because if you don't, you are completely screwed. This girl is going to have way more social calibration than you as well. That's another reason why age is such a big deal. These girls are socially calibrated 18, 19, 20, 21 more than 30-year-olds are today. Most 30-year-olds, I guarantee you, I know so many guys that are 30 years old and they have been in their house literally for the last decade playing video games, okay? a girl just going out for fucking one summer or 1 year of her life fucking thawing around is going to have way more discernment, or not discernment, is going to have way more social skills than that guy is going to, okay? So y'all really got to understand that age is massive. It's massive. Guys, I have always done Leo DiCaprio shit my whole life. My first girlfriend, I was 19, she was 17, okay? My second girlfriend, I was 21 and she was 18. My third girlfriend was I was 20, 25, 26, and she was 20 because she had just turned 21 when we had got there, like a year into the relationship. And then my BM, she was only 20. She was only 20, 21 whenever I got with her. I was like 28, 29. The girl I'm with right now, I was 29 years old and she was only 20 years old or 21 years old. Okay. So guys, the younger I've always chose these younger girls because there's a pattern where I can clearly see that these women are able to devote themselves to me easier, and they also are way less damaged, way less traumatized usually than some of the other girls I've dated that are just a little bit older sometimes. I mean, really, but once again, guys, it just depends on the girl. Every girl is different. You know, some girls can be 25, can be 28, and they've been in one relationship their whole life. Okay. So really take everything I'm going to say, though, on the show, guys, you know, with a grain of salt, because there are exceptions to the rule. Don't sit there and just hear all this stuff and be like, oh, shit, oh, he said this. Oh, this is the only way it's gonna be. No, that's not what I'm saying, guys. That's not what I'm saying. You can definitely find a girl where she might got been in just 2 or 3 relationships. She really has a body count of under 3 or 4, and she's 25, 26. Those girls have a chance still because it's a relationship girl. We're gonna talk about that later. How you just need somebody that is a relationship person. Some people are more single type people, and some people are more relationship type people. Oh, shout out to Live, Love, Plan, and Pray. How are you doing? Thank you for coming. But yeah, all right. Next up on the list, guys, after age, we are going to get into what are you looking for as far as looks, guys? You want the adjustable 7. I bring this up all the time on the show. It's a really big deal whenever you sit here and you chase these 8, 9s, and 10s, guys, because you're even going to perceive that girl above you. Like, don't get me wrong. If you're a really attractive dude, or say you're a guy that just got an ego like that, and you really just see yourself as better than all the 8, 9s, and 10s, then yeah, you're going to be fine and you're never going to get finessed by them. One of the main reasons for the adjustable 7, guys, is so you don't end up falling harder for her than she falls for you. She needs to be chasing you. She needs to be wanting your validation. You need to be the type of person that she wants to work to get, you know, like really try hard. You know, she feels like she's winning the prize. I don't think that you're going to always have that from an 8, 9, and 10, because the amount of validation that coming into those girls, sometimes they're always going to be in relationships in their frame. You could sit there and try to make it happen, but I think you're going to have a really hard time when you go above an adjustable 7 in keeping the relationship in your frame. And because you're going to be like, God damn, she is really hot, man. Oh, those titties, I love them. Like, you're going to end up slipping up sometimes and letting her do certain things that you would normally not want a girl to do, man. Your boundaries might fall apart because you're chasing those type of girls. I've seen a lot of guys' boundaries literally fall apart because they're chasing a certain type of girl. And this girl would be like, guys, oh, we're going to talk about this later, but you shouldn't be chasing the girls with that type of validation. It's ridiculous. All right, on top of the adjustable 7, guys. Oh, and another reason why you want the adjustable 7, you want to still be attracted enough to her over time, or else you're going to end up cheating, or you're going to start thinking about other girls, something like that. You need a girl that you're also, you know, you think is stunning. You think she's beautiful. Like, you really, really like smashing all the time, and you're going to constantly, you know, like want to be with, you know, because that's not a good thing if you're with an ugly girl. Like, I know some of y'all might have been in relationships like that where you don't even give a shit about that girl because she's a 5, or she's you know, she's not even close to what you think your value is. So you're just like, I don't know. Also, guys, a lot of people don't talk about this, but the reason why it's sometimes good to get into relationships and even serial relationships is because, like, say like you get out of high school and you dated a 5 or a 6 in high school. You're only going to move up usually. You don't want to go down. So say you dated a 5 in high school, you're probably going to have a 6 after that. After the 6, you're gonna be like, I can't go under this. And the next girl you're probably gonna end up dating is probably gonna be like a 7. And so, like, you slowly kind of move up this ladder as you get more experience in relationships, guys. And a lot of y'all don't understand. You have the leverage in relationships. Like y'all let girls kind of run all over you and stuff, dude. Like, let her leave. Like, if a girl leaves after she's been with you for a period of time, she's the one taking the loss. Like you should never worry about anything like that. Or if a girl crosses the boundary, kick her out. I've kicked girls out, guys. There's a girl that I was with, and she went to a party, like one of those pool parties, like the daytime drinking pool party things here in Dallas. I kicked her ass out. She came home after that, all of her shit on the porch. Like you have to stand on your boundaries. If you don't do that shit, then they're gonna stand on you. Hey, what's up, Ramar? Hey, I made it for a pre-show. Currently tuning at the gym. Yeah, that's what's up, bro. You gotta be doing it at the gym, man. I think when you're working out, there's nothing better than listening to other shit when you're working out. Now that I've been doing this shit lately and walking a lot, I love listening to either podcasts or audiobooks. I've been killing it lately. Um, Also, guys, two-parent household. Okay, this is a big one. This is a really massive one. There's some exceptions to this. Maybe her mom remarried and has a good stepdad. Um, maybe maybe the single parent is the father. Because sometimes they're not that messed up if the single parent's the father. There's definitely exceptions to this one, guys. But in general, shoot for a girl with the two-parent household. Um, Obviously have discernment abilities. I was gonna say this at the end, but I'll go ahead and say it right now. Guys, take all this stuff with a grain of salt because I need to say this. Like let me preface. A lot of these things you're not gonna be able to get all of them. You're just trying to get as many of these as you can. Like if you're writing this down, if you're making a checklist of all the stuff that I'm saying, you just need to be able to make sure that just a majority of them are checked off. Like obviously she's not gonna be able to check off all of them. Not any girl is fucking perfect today, guys, at all. But if she just checks off 5, 6 of these different things, like actually it's a pretty long list. So, but she checked off a good amount of these guys. That's what you need to look for. Let me just preface with that. Um, and now I always say adjustable seven. Live. I definitely always say adjustable seven. Six just sounds so bad. Like some of the girls come on the show and they think a six is like literally an ugly girl. It's ridiculous. I think seven is like kind of average. Like five is average, but average is overweight today. So I would say six is a girl that maybe is slightly overweight, and then a seven is a girl that just looks, probably kind of normal, like weight wise, in my opinion. Um, Big boy, what do you recommend when you lose motivation of losing weight or going to the gym? Bro, all my motivation literally comes from me just wanting to complete stuff personally. I'm not even good at the gym stuff, bro, but like my big thing is just getting up and walking every morning. Like I love getting up and doing my morning walk, getting that sunlight in your eyes. Drinking the water, drinking like a pre-workout or something, or just some caffeine to like get you going 30 minutes after you wake up, 45 minutes after you wake up. I think that shit just really gets your brain going into like a completing things because wherever you walk and you come back, I usually go to the grocery store, I'll go to the gas station, or I'll go to anything like that. And I definitely think it's really good to go to one of those places, get something that you need if you need a groceries or something like that. And whenever you get back, you complete a task. You win. You got something you needed. You came back. You walked it, so you got some steps in for the day. I really think it's easy when you just start completing a task, even just making your bed. Like that's the other big theory that everybody says, like the military theory is make your bed every day. When you do that, you're completing a task and it gets you into the mentality of wanting to complete another task. So then maybe that'll inspire you to want to go to the gym after that, man. And honestly, dude, to lose weight, walking is amazing. Go get 10, 15K steps a day in, bro. Go walk for an hour a day. And I guarantee you're going to start losing some weight. Put yourself on a caloric deficit and you'll be fine, bro. I was going for 7 months and lost over 50 pounds, but about a month ago, I just lost that motivation. It's hard to get back on it. Walk, bro. Walking has been doing amazing things for me. I'm just talking from a personal point of view. Walking has changed my whole life, I think, single-handedly by itself. I would also, bro, go get your T levels checked. Go make sure your testosterone isn't really tanking bad. I would definitely do that. Don't sit there and hurry up and get the needle in your ass right after, but go figure out what your levels are and hit me up on Instagram. Just DM me and send me like what your results are, and we can talk about it. There's natural ways to beat it too. You don't have to do the shots. I'm actually doing a natural way right now, guys. So y'all will see like my growth over time, and I'm definitely already putting some weight on. It's pretty nice. Embark on Brilliance podcast. Emotional damage. Thank you, bro. I am emotionally damaged, just like everybody else in the world. Phil Brad, learn to discipline yourself 1,000%. This is JD. How's everyone? How is everyone doing today? Oh, it's JD. What's up, bro? I didn't know that you had another Instagram account or YouTube account. Um, Yep, nowadays that makes sense. My hubby agrees with your sentiment. I'm 5'3" and weigh 103 and built nicely. Yeah, you're probably an adjustable 7 if you're not overweight. Like that's the way I see things for sure. Um, I did, and it's good. I had a personal trainer, but I just lost it bad. Bro, sometimes get another good personal trainer. Like I have up the mic right now, the guy who's our fitness trainer for our mentorship, and he keeps me on point, bro, with my diet and like all my steps and my workouts. Like there's not a guy that's better for a fitness coach right now. My T levels are on point. It's just hard to keep it going. Yeah, bro, just gotta stay consistent. I think it's really about walking, man. Like just completing a task once a day, bro. If you can just start waking up and going and doing that walk. All right, but next up, guys, um, is she ever not on time? Okay, we have to make sure to punish bad behavior, guys. You cannot let a woman make you late or sit there and try to frame it from the start. We're talking first second date. You can't let them already be framing that shit and what they want. Even for the podcast, guys, I'm ruthless. Like, girl says she's gonna be 30 minutes late, you don't come. I'm very, very ruthless about anything like that. Like, I don't want anybody to ever think they can walk over me in those ways because it becomes a habit and they'll just keep doing it, guys. You need to make sure from the start this is a girl that's on time, and if she's not, then you're not going on another date with her, bro. Like, don't do another one. Um, I mean, unless you're the type where you're just trying to fuck, go ahead, bro. Whatever. Obviously, y'all know this is a relationship channel. We're not going to talk about all that type of shit all the time. Okay, it takes her a long time to get ready. This is a big one, guys. It's okay if it takes her a long time to get ready and she plans it out correctly. If she's like, if she's the type where she takes 2 hours to get ready, that's fine. But you better be ready. Like if I tell her like we're going to dinner at 6 o'clock, then she needs to be ready. Like shit. Like it's good if she's the type of girl that's ready 15 minutes before. The worst type of girls are those ones that are just making you late everywhere because they're late everywhere. That makes you look bad unless you're trying to look like I don't know, somebody that's trying to be fashionably late everywhere. I'm not that type of person. If I tell somebody I'm gonna be somewhere at a time, I want to be there at that time. I'm punctual. Everybody should strive to be punctual. So I would not be with a woman that is like that because she's gonna make you not punctual. Definitely don't. I would not put up with a girl personally, guys, if she's not good about her time and planning her time. Um, what's her relationship like with her father? Uh, is it a good one? What type of father is he? Okay, there's beta fathers and there's alpha fathers. There's some type of fathers that they don't want you to like. The only guy that's going to come in their daughter's life is the best type of guy. And there's some beta fathers that you can run all over and they don't really care. They're just happy to meet any guy that their girl is with or something. And I would tell I would be able to tell a lot about what the girl wants or the type of person that she pursues based off of that dynamic of her and her father. What type of guy he is. It's going to determine a lot. Um, next, guys, if she is fatter than you, if she is more overweight than you, she doesn't even deserve a fucking meal with you. Like, why would you take a girl on a date who clearly has an issue? She clearly has an emotional issue, and you're literally feeding into it. That's messed up. If this is why I'm so against online dating, guys, because if I actually online dated, I would literally be catfished every fucking day and be going on dates with girls that weigh more than me. Because I don't weigh that much. I'm like 145, 150, guys. I'm like 6 foot, but like I don't weigh that much. So like why would I sit there and pigeonhole myself with dating apps and shit to a bunch of women that would weigh more than me? I'm not gonna feed them. They need to go for a walk. I like that's crazy. And I know so many of y'all would fuck girls that weigh more than y'all. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. You even bought her a meal too. You literally it's like stuffing an antidepressant down somebody's fucking mouth. Like you're literally just feeding them drugs. Like that's crazy, bro. I cannot believe how many guys do that shit. Drives me crazy whenever I hear about a dude that went on a date that was like over like with a girl that weighed more than them. It's like guys, like y'all want to know why all these women have so much validation? Y'all want to know why so many women are overweight? Because y'all be feeding them all this validation and literally feeding them, taking them on all these dates. Like, what the hell? Stop. They ain't worth pussy that bad, bro. You can give up pussy for 6, 9 months, a year. Shit, I'm gonna teach y'all how to discern over time and where to go. Some outer game tips so y'all learn where to go so y'all don't have these types of issues. You don't have these issues whenever you learn to discern, man. When you learn some outer game skills and you learn where to go, that y'all still be using online dating apps, guys. I'm telling y'all. Low social media usage, guys, and followers. Okay, this is another thing that's kind of hard to find on dating apps, ironically. But guys, if she has high social media usage and followers, validation. Validation. What do we talk about all the time? She has way too much validation. Guys, my girl had like 120 followers, some shit, whenever I got with her. There's definitely some girls out here with 500, like really pretty girls with 500 followers, 1,000 followers, maybe less. A lot of girls, guys, are ugly ducklings in high school. Like a majority, okay? Um, and then they figure it out later on. Like some of them figure it out at like 18, 19, 20 when they go to college, whatever it is. They figure out how to do makeup, they figure out how to do their hair better. Like, I mean, even some of y'all were dorks in 18, 19, 20. So a lot of y'all learned a lot of shit too, men. So don't even, like, don't roast the girls too hard. So, like, these girls, though, when they start learning that shit, that's when you swoop in. You get one after they learn that shit. You get one right whenever she's learning how to do all those things. And she was a nerd in school. She only has a few hundred followers because she watched anime or whatever the hell it was about her that was weird. Um, and she stuck to herself. Like, it's really not that hard to find a girl with low social media usage. And like, as y'all seen on the panel, some women do give up their social medias for the guy. Not every panel, and definitely not every girl, but there's definitely some that are like, fuck that, I don't care, I'll put it on private, I don't care. So I would try to find one of those guys. Isn't addicted to posting anything. Okay, guys, posting shit is an addiction. Unless, like, I do it for this show because it's literally for the show. Like, I'm trying to be consistent to like make something successful. Before I did this show, I did not post consistently. That shows you're addicted to social media. It shows that like you're addicted to the dopamine hits of like getting likes and people commenting and like looking at stuff. Like, it's really not a good habit. It's a horrible addiction and habit for your girl. So you want to find a girl that just doesn't have that habit. They don't like, and don't get me wrong, guys. If there's any of the exceptions that you're gonna have to find on this list, this is probably gonna be the one of them that like all of y'all are gonna have to give up on, because any girl under 25, under 21 is gonna have some type of social media dopamine addiction, whether it's on TikTok scrolling or just somewhere. I definitely think this is one that's gonna be the hardest one to avoid for y'all. 1,000%. Um, Next up, guys, family more than friends. Okay, this one's controversial. People hate when I bring this up. But birds of a feather flock together. Like there's like, most people suck today. 90%. Most people are fucking losers. Most people are dragging you down, in men and women groups. Let's be honest here. Men and women groups, okay? So you want to find a girl that isn't just part of a social group that she's like addicted to, where she has FOMO and she has to do everything with them all the time. Like, yes, you want a girl with friends, but not the type of friendship where they rule her life and they also convince her to do stuff. Like, she's not the leader, unless she's like the leader girl of a group, which sometimes you can get with a girl that's like a leader of a group. And I've done this before, and it's totally different because they're kind of planning and doing everything. And the other girls don't really, have that ability. But for the most part, just make sure she loves her family more. And you're even going to become part of her family one day. So that includes you. That means her choosing you over her friends sometimes. And a lot of people will hate when I bring this stuff up because, like they say, you got to have friends and you need to spend more time with friends. It's like, it depends how much they're dragging you down. It really depends how much they're dragging you down, guys. And you need to have really good discernment for your own friend groups too, to make sure you're not being dragged down at certain times. Yeah, like a lot of guys, everybody wastes time, okay? There's a lot of time wasting going on today. But it's really easy to. We live in the most privileged society in the world. Like, come on. It's so easy. Of course, we're going to, leander and just not care and watch TV shows and waste time because it's the pastime. It used to be baseball, you know? Um, Let me read some of these. Embark on Brilliance podcast. I'm talking about they think sixes are bad. Oh, okay. It's remark. Gotta remember your why. What you're doing this for, bro. Get in there even if you don't want to. 1,000%, man. Big boy, go and just hit it right now. Like right now, get in your car while listening to this podcast. Just go to the fucking gym, bro. Just go to the gym, bro. We're all doing it. Come on, and definitely join the Discord too, so you can be a part of a bunch of dudes that are doing shit like doing push-ups every day or doing steps every day. Facts. She should always represent you. Yeah. Live love. Yeah, I don't have a personal interest, just one for planning and cooking. Yeah, that's dope. That's a really that's like the best. It should be for a hobby if you're going to do it. I think that's perfect, honestly. Something that's like not too addictive, like because like you can have a hobby Instagram and it's not going to be like you're addicted to the dopamine hits at all. There's a big difference between wanting because like my girl crochets and like she like posts a lot of her crochet stuff and like she likes to show off that type of stuff and it's like there's a big difference between getting validation from showing off something you created and there's no ass or boobs in it and then like showing off something that is like you're trying to get somebody to see your pretty face or see your cleavage or something, huge difference. So I definitely support that type of thing. Live love. um no TikTok in my Facebook. I haven't posted since like early college years. Always prefer family over friends. I really have no friends nowadays, just online friends. Yeah, guys, that's an example right there. Identity or PvP really got me into a relationship. Yeah, bro, if anybody don't know my boy Ruda, I literally talked this dude back. Literally talked him back into wanting to, be a relationship man again. And I get to see these awesome pictures and videos all the time of him with his son and his girl, and it feels amazing to know that like he's a happy relationship guy now just because of our talks, bro. Not rocket science, guys. It really isn't. It really isn't, and it's also easy to find these girls. I know Rudy understands too. It's not hard to find some of these quality traits, guys. Yeah, go PPP. We up. Um, Guys, next, she doesn't get FOMO. Okay, you can't be with a girl that's constantly bugging you about FOMO, constantly about she sees girls on Instagram or somewhere going to Dubai or traveling all the time, or she has a group of friends that are constantly going out or something like that. If you have a girl that has constant FOMO, big red flag, guys. Run. Like once again, first date gone, or as soon as you start realizing while you're spinning plates, whatever, fucking just realize she's in sex only category, guys. This is not a relationship girl. This is not a girl that's ever going to be a wifey. Big careful with the FOMO. Guys, y'all want a big green flag? This next one's really big, okay? She blows your phone up. I know this is gonna sound bad because a lot of guys are like, I don't want a girl that annoys me and does all this. I'm not saying like blows your phone. Don't think I'm saying something crazy. I don't mean blow your damn phone up all day. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why aren't you talking to me? No, I don't mean that, guys. I mean like she sends you memes, like at least 10 a day. Or TikTok videos, 5 to 10 of them a day. Like she sees something funny or she sees something that's relevant between you and she instantly wants to send it to you. I'm not even saying you have to sit there and watch all of it. Like my girl probably sends me 15 TikToks a day. I definitely don't watch all of them, guys. I hope she's not watching right now, so she doesn't get mad at me for that. But yeah, I definitely don't watch all of them, guys. But like the bottom line is that you just want to have a girl that's constantly trying to talk, show you something. Like she's excited to show you something. Like she doesn't have that excitement for anybody else. It's for you, and that makes you special. Um, I just came with my kids to the park and I'm walking, just like you said. Yeah, that's a good one, bro. Like I've been getting really big about doing that too. Like I need to start going with my daughter also once the heat gets down a little bit here in Texas. It's hot as hell right now though. Uh the the TikToks definitely get ignored. Yep. Um all right guys, this one this one's a really no-brainer, honestly. No drugs at all. She cannot be into drugs, guys. I'm sorry. No drugs at all. I've done these relationships multiple times. I've been, guys, I'm a pothead. Like I smoke weed, so like I've been with girls that are the pothead girls. No, the way it works is like, say, like even like your smallest vice is pot or whatever, guys. Like you're like me. You can't even be with a girl that's a pothead, guys. You need to be with a clean girl that doesn't like that shit at all. She's gonna smoke all your shit and be lazy as hell. So you cannot. You just don't want to be with girls that are into any types of drugs at all, guys. It just comes with a mountain of red flags. She's probably done so much shit in the past. Every one of the girls I've been with in the past that like did any of those type of things, like we did very hedonistic, bad things. And I imagine she probably did that with guys before me too and after me. So I just think it kind of just pushes people in a weird path sometimes when they start doing that shit. Like girls start doing really degen stuff. I really think y'all should completely ignore the girls that are into drugs, like big red flags, guys. Also, if she drinking is the same, That's a drug to me. And if she does drink though, because it's socially acceptable and everybody does it, she just can't be a heavy drinker at all. At all. She can't be somebody that was an addict or anything alcoholic. No, none of it. You don't want anybody that has any type of history. Like I was with a girl that's alcoholic, worst thing I ever did, guys. Horrible, horrible. Um, I would say like alcohol is actually more dangerous than a lot of other. Nah, actually, it's pretty even with a lot of the other different drugs that they can get addicted to, like Xanax or anything like that. I would just big careful with that one, guys. Um, no, pharma also. I don't like a girl that's into any pharmaceuticals. Including like Xanax and like all those hydrocodones, like anything that's opiate or any of those types of. I mean that, but also antidepressants, any of those things. Those girls gonna obviously they've had problems in the past, and that's why they're taking those things. So that's like you don't want to put trauma into your kids, so you want to avoid a woman that's already having to do that shit anyways. But on top of that, I would really be careful about this one, guys, because it changes who they're attracted to. Antidepressants really make a woman think that they're. It's just like the birth control, which also like my next one on the list is no girl on birth control, guys. And it's the same because of the antidepressants. It's gonna make them completely date differently. It's gonna make them have completely different wants. They might get off that drug at some point, and then you're not the one that she wants to be with anymore. Whether it's the birth control or the antidepressants. So I just really just try to avoid all that stuff. Try to find a girl as natural as possible. I know some of you are crazy about finding a girl without no COVID vaccine. So, no COVID vaccine maybe if you're that type. Um, no birth control. Okay, this one's controversial too. This one's gonna piss my ladies that are watching off. Live love, like you didn't see it, but I posted on Instagram. I said, "No women watch this episode. Don't watch this one. You're gonna be really, really mad if y'all watch this episode." But you're watching it, so like you didn't see that Instagram, but post. But yeah, like this one's good. This one might trigger some people. I think that you need to give it up on the first night, or that you want to be with a girl that gives it up to you on the first night, guys. That's how you know that she has burning genuine desire for you. Now, are there girls that aren't hoes and they've never given it up on the first night? They always make guys wait a week, a month, 2 months, whatever it is. Yes. And I would take that girl if you can. But you need to be able to discern between is she lying to you about that or not? Is she really the type of girl that has made guys wait? Can you really tell she's that type of girl? There are some. There are definitely some girls like that, guys. I've met some beautiful girls that were dead ass really like that, like really dead ass weren't like hoes that kind of slept around a lot. And so don't feel surprised if you find something like that. You find because it's really not as rare as y'all think. Not every girl is sleeping around like crazy. Not like not super crazy. Let me read these again. OMG, LOL, my hubby busted out laughing to the sending memes or shorts or whatever because I send them to him, all of them. I have backed off more than I know. He's super busy at work though. Yeah, like that's why I'm too busy. I literally don't have time to watch all of them. Like that's why I don't watch them. It's not because I hate her or anything. I don't have time. Wait, let me be a little bit more centered. Pot is not a drug. I agree with you, bro, but a lot of people think it is. I think that anything growing from God's green earth is pretty safe. Obviously, though, even cocaine comes from the coca plant, and you can chew the leaves. That's a natural plant. Opium comes from I can't think of what the plant's called. But yeah, so like a lot of things come from plants, bro, that get us really, really fucking high. So you got to be careful whenever you play like what like what's good and what's bad, if it's natural or if it's not. And like the big thing behind that is like, is it going to kill you? And cocaine can kill you. Heroin can kill you, so you need to be careful about some things that are natural for sure. um Girls that are alcoholics will cheat 1,000%. I agree. What's this next one? Just think of the environment people drink in. 1,000%, dude. All right, what was next on my list? All right, so next one, guys. After her letting you hit on the first night, um, the average restaurant is where you need to take them on the first date, not a fancy one. If she accepts the average restaurant, she might be a keeper. She might be a keeper. It's pretty green flag, guys. If you just take her to the regular average spot, like you're not taking her. I'm not saying Chili's. I'm saying like the spot in between Chili's and like the really fancy places. So something that's not like um what's it called when it's a brand that's like a nationwide like not a franchise, but then also like not something that's fucking Fuego de Chao or some bullshit. Like yeah, I'm not saying even up close to that. Like $100 or less type tabs type shit. If she can like do something like that, I say that that's a special girl. If she complains about that, that's a problem. If she is trying to bug you to like go to a fancier spot, that's a problem, guys. If yeah, she just complains at all, that's a problem, guys. She needs to be the type where she's cool with you being frugal, especially on even the first date. Um, it just says a lot. Good work ethic, guys. This one is a huge one. It's massive. I can't express to y'all how big of a deal it is that a girl has to have really good work ethic. It's because you have to have good work ethic. If you don't have good fucking work ethic, you shouldn't even be looking for a girl. You're probably a loser. But like, if you got good work ethic, you need a girl that matches your work ethic. That means that if she sees you working your ass off all the fucking time, she's prepared to do the same. She's working her ass all the time off at home. She's the type that doesn't complain at her job. Like she's willing to like work 8, 9, 10 hour days, and she's not like, oh my god, this is so bad the whole time. Like that's horrible. I really hate girls that complain all the time about working and shit. Like, do y'all know how hard it was 1,000 years ago, like 10,000 years ago? Like shit was hard. Like both men and women worked. Women just did a different kind of work, but they worked just as hard, damn near. Like not physical labor to on their body, but I mean there is physical labor with kids and cooking and stuff like that. But we're talking heavy labor, like that women had to go through with the farms and shit. God, guys, like you need to understand that she needs to be a warrior with you and be able to push just as hard as you, if not harder, if not harder. I can't believe how many girls have bad work ethic, and some of y'all be fucking wifing these girls up like crazy. It's stupid. Um, she wants to cook for you guys. If she doesn't want to cook for you, that is a massive red flag. Like she should be wanting to in the first month, want like trying to come over and cook for you and stuff. If y'all are already fucking and like y'all got something going good and stuff, she should be trying to come cook for you. That's a green flag. It's showing that like, she really really wants to please you. She really wants to prove that like she can do this. She really wants to please you and prove herself different from all the other girls that don't do that shit. That's a big deal. Really big green flag for that. She wants to take care of you if you're sick or you're hurt. Guys, whenever I was with whenever I first had met my girl, like a month or two after we had started talking, I got in a bad car wreck. She was instantly there to try to take care of me and try to make sure I was okay and do whatever it took, for me to recover. That like nurturing, ability to like want to help somebody. That's really special. There's I definitely think that there's a huge difference because some girls will kind of run in those situations, like they don't want to help you at all, and those ones are big red flags. You need to stay away from them. And there's a lot of girls that are like that, guys, that they don't want to take care of anybody at all. Um, she wants to clean where she sees your house is dirty or unorganized, guys. If she sees where you're slipping somewhere and you're working too much, you don't have time to really focus on it, and she sees, oh, he's not cleaning this one little area of his spot, or like his laundry hasn't been folded, like he just takes out a dryer and he's not folding it. If she notices these things and then she tries to be complimentary, she tries to come in and fill that void and help you in that spot or help you in that organizing that like thing that area or your office that you need help with. That shows she really wants to be complimentary to you. It's a huge green flag, guys. Um, she works a lot at home and for money. Like she's willing to work for money, like to at her job, like work lots of hours, and she's also willing to come home and work a lot of hours too. We're all working in my household. We're all working all the time. It's always happening. So it's just like if she, it kind of goes back to the work ethic thing. It's kind of in the same boat, but I just wanted y'all to understand she can work a job and she can come home and still do stuff at home. I'm not saying that I make my girl cook dinner as soon as she gets home from work, at 8 or 9 o'clock or anything like that. But she can still do some things. Like it's not instant nothing anymore. Because anybody who's ever had a job or ever taken care of yourself, the job isn't over once you get home from work. So it's time to make dinner. It's time to go get dinner. It's time to put the kids to bed. It's time to do stuff. And you need to have somebody that doesn't think that their workday's over just because their shift is over. And like I said, I try to teach y'all to get girls that, don't even have jobs or full careers, but she's still probably going to have something part time, guys. So she's not bored. Um, she doesn't dress provocative when you're not there, but she does dress provocative when you're with her. If she really likes you and she thinks you're a really good protector and like you really are somebody that can protect her and stuff, she's gonna want to dress a certain way and show off, and you should be wanting to show that off. You should want like the guys to think that you're the shit because you're with the hottest girl, at the club or wherever. Um, I definitely think that she should just only want to do it for you. If she tries to dress provocative or go to the store or go do this and go do that, and she wants her ass or tits out or anything like that, that's a problem. She wants attention, and I don't think that you should let her. You should be with girls that want attention outside validation. Just guys, just like how I don't give validation to other women, y'all should try to do the same when you're in a relationship. Don't give validation to other women, and guess what? Your girl might reward you with not wanting validation from any other men. She might. She might. But she kind of needs to see that in you too. It's like what I talk about with the show on the girl with the girls sometimes, where it's like, well, you want your Instagram. Why are you gonna get mad at him because he's DMing girls? Like she's using her strategy. Well, he should use his strategy then too, because she's saying they're posting ass pics on her Instagram. Okay. But what's on the opposite side? In a relationship, do the opposite. I'm not going to give validation to other women. She's not going to give validation to men, or she's not she doesn't want validation from other men. She's because that's what it's about is wanting it because she could just wear something that shows that. Um, next up, she never brings up anything about other guys from her past, guys. A girl should respect you so much that she understands that any guy in the past should never be brought up. Like you're the new alpha in her life, and you don't care about where she went, what she's done, anything with any other dudes. There's no point. Like it's literally it's a disgust most guys. It's a ick for men to hear that. So you should, as soon as she starts doing that, I don't think that you should want to be with those girls because I think they use it as a manipulation, a psychological attack. It's a shit test to see how you react. If you react a certain way, like, oh man, like she oh man, like she had a guy that took her there, that makes you look like a bitch, man. Like she's trying to shit test you and trying to like make you feel under her or under a guy from the past that she was with. Fuck that shit. Don't let her do that to you. Don't ever even be with girls like that. Girls that even talk anything like that, they're just for the streets, bro. You don't even give them a fucking second chance at all. Any girl that talks about another dude, like she should see you as fucking king almighty, and I better say nothing about any other man around him because he's so fucking perfect and awesome. I don't want him to think there's any other man that is better than him. That's how she should be fucking thinking around you. Uh Next up, stay away if she's into astrology, guys. I've never been with the astrology girls. I run away from them really fast. Like y'all know how I do the show. Sometimes I really, really hate astrology girls like bad. So that's one that I stand on really, really easily. Um, next, don't listen or she doesn't listen to city girls shit. Guys, that's a good green flag if she doesn't listen to that city girls music and all those like girl rap or stuff like that. Huge green flag. If it's just like I mean, Swifty isn't exactly like a super green flag either because those girls are psychopaths. So just take that with a grain of salt, bro, because sometimes they can listen to that shit and they're better than the fucking girl that's listening to Taylor Swift about love and shit. You really got to be careful with these girls' music taste. I will say you can form a girl's music mind though, and you can definitely make it to where she wants to listen to what you want to listen to or better stuff because she's in love with you or she's respecting you, and I think that like she will just like how girls can change politics, they can change music, like what they listen to in music also. Um, so take that one with a grain of salt. Uh, Immediately wants marriage, guys. That's a red flag if you're flexing with your money and you're leading with your wallet and shit like that. Huge red flag. Huge red flag that she's like instantly trying to get married and stuff like that. But say like you're broke or you're not even doing that good or you're just kind of like a normal dude, but she's like, I want to marry you so bad. Like like I can't wait to marry you one day. Like, can we please get married soon in like 6 months or a year? Like I can't wait to get married to you. I think that means that she's really down for you guys. I really, really, really do think so. Can it be a red flag though? Yeah, it definitely can. It definitely can mean that they're gone through trauma and they're really tired of being like, kind of just like used by different alphas and stuff like that, and they're just happy that a guy's taking them serious. So you definitely want to be careful with that one. But I, in general, kind of see it as like a good thing if she wants to marry you soon. I really think it's a good thing. Also, immediately talks about wanting to have your kids. I think that's a really good thing, guys. Like I think that a girl that wants to have your babies and talks about it, once again, just like the marriage thing, I think it's a good sign. It's showing that she really, really wants your genetics. And that says a lot because a lot of y'all don't got good genetics and the women probably wouldn't want them these days. Um you So yeah, I want to just end this. I didn't know that was my last one or one of my last ones, guys. But I just got to end this up with you're not going to get everything on this list. You just want most of them, guys. For it to be a decent girl, a good one. You're definitely not going to get everything on this list. I got blessed. I got a unicorn, and she has most of the things on this list. But most guys ain't going to get that, guys. So be happy if you just check off a few of these things that I brought up tonight. Um, and if you're struggling, you might need to either increase your value or lower your standards. Okay. A lot of guys today think that they're way more value than they are. They think they're nines and tens and they're actually fives. A lot of guys today have very low value. They make $50,000 a year and they got a gym bod, but they think they're the shit. It's like, bro, you don't even make six figs, bro. You can't even pay for a family with that. Um, you're gonna have to sit there and have two alphas in the household, even though you're the big strong guy. It doesn't make sense. So you really got to either increase your value or lower your standards, guys, if you struggle. I can't express enough how you got to focus on that. Um, but yeah, I think that's it, guys, for this show. I really love doing this one. This was probably one of my funnest, or one of the funnest ones for me to script up and stuff. I really liked it. Uh, Live love. I could never get mad at you, Serge. My husband's the only guy I did that with first night, but to be fair, we were friends for about 1.5 prior. We both before that time were in relationships. Yeah. And I usually see it just like that. The relationship girl gets out of a relationship, the relationship guy gets out of a relationship, and then y'all end up pairing up together because you understand either you aren't hoes. And like I think it's usually like that too. Like me and my girl, the one that I'm with right now, like we hooked up fast, but I knew her for like 2 or 3 months. Like I like known about. I talked to her, had conversations with it for like 2 or 3 months. So when we did go on the first date and it happened, it wasn't like I just met her at the bar and we smashed. It wasn't like that at all. It was kind of it was a build up for a couple months. It's just it was the first date though. Identity room. You also got to be the example. You can't expect the girl to cook and clean while you're on the couch watching TV. If she sees you're working, she needs to pick up the slack. Yes, 1,000%, 1,000% identity room. Rudy is on point there. Big boy, what do you think about smoking weed? Most guys should not do it. 99% of men should not do it. Y'all don't have the grit. Some guys have the grit to like power through it, and I would say it's a super small number, bro. It's not only grit, but also the ability to problem solve and become successful while doing it. It's just such a small percentage, bro. Like we can sit here and name off the exceptions to the rules, like the few guys that became millionaires and billionaires and they were potheads. But dude, we're talking exceptions of an exception of an exception. It's just I'm a dumbass for doing it, and honestly, like I'm trying to quit. I'm trying to like not do it anymore because I'm getting better with my fitness and stuff. So I definitely don't think it's every guy should do it, bro. If she listens to country, she's a keeper, dude. That might be true. I definitely like country music, so that might be true, man. She two steps. I'm a country gal though, and through and through here out of West Virginia. Yeah, no, I definitely think country girls work out very well. If you can go two step with her, you're probably gonna be happy you get married with her. What? I was just about to end this up and be in cheeks. What? Thank you, bro. I don't have the bum 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 bum, but I can hit you with the ding twice. Bro, thank you so much for the 50, man. I really appreciate that. I really, really do, bro. Every super chat helps the channel a ton right now, guys. Guys, show love to PPP. Also, guys, stay sober and find a great girl that doesn't do the stuff that messes with your mind. Perfect point, bro. If there's anything that you could say to end this, there's nothing better to end it with. Guys, that is like the best advice right now for y'all. Stay away from them crazies. Stay away. Um, but guys, thank y'all so much for coming. This was a really fun show. Please like the video on y'all's way out. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the show. Hit the notification bell if you liked what you got out of here. If there was any value that you got out of this video, please put a comment down in the section and let me know what you liked. I'm trying to get better with these emergent value shows, guys. I'm getting so much better at writing. Every day I'm getting better and better and better at writing this stuff. I switched my life around from smoking weed and being on downers all the time to drinking caffeine and uh, being way more mentally on point, So hopefully I'm able to give y'all a lot more value here. we should have the ladies tonight. I think I got like 2 or 3 girls for tonight. Not a big amount, but we got some girls coming. But yeah, I'll see y'all hopefully here in like an hour or so. But yeah, be safe, guys, and I will see you. Peace out.